What's going on, y'all, man? Let me get it back in here, man. I just literally just sat here and was talking my head off for 10, 15 minutes about this episode with a season 4, and I didn't even press the damn record button. So, anyways, welcome back to the Meech from the Midwest podcast. I'm your host, Mechee. I want to tap into some TV shows I've been watching. I've been checking out The Shy. I want to say season 6 or season 7, something like that. BMF season 4, The Ocean Gate, Titanic. The ones that went down to see the Titanic, and the submarine ended up imploding. And I've seen a few other TV shows, but I want to tap into the season 4 of BMF right now. Just give y'all a quick character breakdown, what I see going forward with the season and everything like that. First thing I want to start off with is Meech, Little Meech, Big Meech on the TV show. They started out coming back from Mexico. They look like they're running from the cartel or something like that, and they got the plug with them. They end up escaping them, but once they escape, the next day, like they laying out chilling or whatever, a snake ends up biting Lil Meech, and when this happened, it put him down because it's like obviously it's poison in the snake. It put him down. The plug ends up going to get this dude that does like witchcraft or voodoo. They come out and do this little cast this little spell on him and get the venom up out of him. He wake up talking crazy, and this is like I said, this is when Meech just losing his damn mind because he said he's seeing some stuff. He talked to God and all this blah blah blah. I don't know how true that is. It looks fake as hell to me. I wouldn't believe it because I don't know if witchcraft and voodoo and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's real, but I don't remember hearing about that when I was reading about it. But it's just funny because Meech is just he's funny as hell the way that he acted on here. He's getting better at acting. I will say he's getting a little bit better. But anyways, Meech is just showing. Look, I'm the leader of the group. I want to be the top dog at everything. So him and his younger brother T is starting to bump heads. So that brings me into the next character T. T is trying to show his big brother, look, dog, I don't need you. You paved the way for us, but I can do my own thing. Let me do my own thing. I don't need you jumping in my business or whatever. So that takes me to T trying to push up on Buddy that's up in St. Louis. That's like a plug down there, and Buddy telling T like, look, dog, I don't work for you. I mess with your brother, man. So if you got any issues, you talk to him first. And he's not feeling it. He like, look, if you don't get my money or whatever, I'm gonna come push up on you in St. Louis, and we're gonna get that money up out of you. So that gets them to bumping heads. Meech ends up returning and talks to Buddy from St. Louis, like, look, we already got the money and everything situated. So T get the feeling away, like, look, man, I don't need you to do nothing for me. So they end up getting into altercation. T was getting the best of his little brother, his big brother for a minute, but then Meech ended up getting with some body shots and put him down or whatever. But anyways, with T, like I said, he's trying to do his own thing. He got his problems with Marquisha because they ain't really been involved lately. She wants to venture out and do her own thing, but she feels like since she's helped build T to who he is and gave him advice, she feels like, look, dog, you should let me do my thing. We can work out the percentage and all that stuff, but I need you to give me a chance to do my own thing. And T not feeling it because he's like, look, man, you're a woman. I don't believe you can do it on your own. So he's trying to do like the sexism thing. Like I don't believe a woman can do the job of a man or whatever. So she's just trying to prove it to him. So that's where T at with it right now. And on top of that, like he don't really mess with his baby moms and stuff like that. He really trying to make it right with Marquisha. So I'm looking forward to see where they go with that. Um, that brings me to the next character, the little sister, Nicole, and lost her damn mind. Nicole has lost her goddamn mind. She ends up she feeling herself. She just graduated high school, so they from what's going on so far. T and Meech are they've been bumping heads. I don't know what happened in Mexico, but they ain't really been feeling each other. So Nicole, she wants both of her brothers at the graduation and everything, the graduation party, and out of nowhere here comes Meech. Meech ends up pulling up, gives her a car, and this car ends up being a stolen car. So this puts her in hot water because she just graduated. She just had her graduation party. She got a new car, but it's reported stolen. With her being a teenager and graduating, she's minding her business in her car and stuff. She got a boyfriend at the time. She ends up, look, I'm at the age now that maybe I want to have sex or whatever. So she ends up um, losing her virginity to her boyfriend, and this put her in hot water because the police ended up pulling up on him. So this ties into Lucille and Charles. Um, she ends up having to call her parents to get released, and finds out the car is stolen. So Lucille is mad at her because, like, look, not only are did the car get reported stolen, but you out here being hot. You just graduated. I understand, but you're not about to be having sex at a young age and everything. And this is when Nicole had to let mom know, look, OG, I feel what you're saying, but at my age, you was always working on baby number two. So when she said this, Charles was like, hold up. Like, you can't be talking to your mama like that, but let me stay out of it because mama got me laying on the couch. Mama ain't giving me no yam, so I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna let you get your shit off because I'm mad at mama too. So Charles sitting on the couch, and Charles is in the situation he's in because he stepped out on Lucille. She ain't forgave him yet. Now Lucille just got a new position as the pastor of the church, so she's feeling all high and mighty, like she want to focus on her word, focus on getting right with God. But Nicole reminds her, look, at my age, you was already working on baby number two. So you can't tell me I can't have sex. And on top of it, I'm grown now. I just graduated. What we talking about, mama? And once she did that, Charles pretty much had to peel her off of Lucille, off of Nicole, because if she would have got a hold of, she's gonna kill her daughter, man. And that just put her in a bad situation because Charles been trying to tell her, look, you can't be talking to me like this in front of the kids and stuff, trying to embarrass me. Yes, I understand I made a mistake, but I'm trying to make it right. And that's when Charles and Lucille been bumping heads because Charles been telling her, look, I'm trying to get back on the road with my music thing, but then he gets news that hey, music ain't jumping off like we supposed to do. We can't get on the road this week, so now money getting tight. Which brings me to the next point. Lucille tells Charles, you need to go ahead and go beg for your job back at General Motors because you behind on child support. And then he get to thinking, just like the fans would, because I'm thinking too, if Meech and Terry is grown already and Nicole is up in high school that just graduated, who paying some child support? I take it back to you. You want me to pay child support? You're not giving me no ass. You got me sleeping on the couch. I'm not doing none of that. If I go back to get a job, I'm going to pay some bills and I'm trying to get my family back. So Lucille just tried to pull a fast one on Charles and he simply wasn't having it. You got Nicole snapping on the mom on Lucille too. So I think this is the point where Charles, like I said, he was telling her, look, while you up here trying to praise the Lord and fight for your church and stuff, you need to be fighting for your family because we simply falling apart or whatever. So that brought a little bit of attention to her that maybe she needs to slow down and get off her high horse for a minute. Which brings me to the last two people I want to speak on. Well, last three people. Next character I wanted to get on to was B-Mickie. B-Mickie is trying to get back into the game because currently he's working a 9 to 5 job. His money ain't coming in right. He has a young daughter that's dealing with an illness, so he's trying to get some money to take care of his daughter. And once that happens, this ties into Meech and Terry because when Lamar ends up coming back up on the scene, he just got back from rehab. He is now looking for he just left rehab and went back to the bullshit. He's looking for Meech and Terry trying to kill them still because they try to kill him. Meech tried to kill him last season. So B Mick ended up popping up just when Lamar was about to unload on Meech and Terry, and he saved their life by shooting Lamar. So now B Mick to put himself in hot water because now he's put his life on the line just to make it right for them. Meech and Terry still not feeling him, so they're like, "Look, dog, you already showed your true colors. You had the wires tapped and all that stuff with the Detective Bryant. So we not fucking with you." So they leave the scene or whatever. B Mick still reached back out to him like, "Look, man, I just want to make this right. Y'all got to hear me out or whatever," and they not feeling it. So Meech clearly ain't listening. Nothing B Mick saying. B Mick end up pulling up on Terry like, "Look, man, I just want to make this right. My daughter's sick. I wanna get back in the game, but I want to do it the right way. I want to earn my money. I want to earn my place. I want to earn y'all trust." And they just simply ain't feeling it. So Terry ends up offering the money to him like, "Look, man, this is for your daughter. I give a fuck about your child. So here," but he didn't take the money. He just said, "Look, I want to make this right." So I think they're gonna let B-Mickie back in because after a while, showing that much loyalty, he deserved a chance, man. Um, like I spoke on Lamar, man, he just got out of rehab. He was doing so good, but he said he couldn't stop fighting them demons. And as soon as he got back home, all he was thinking about was Meech and Terry. So like I said, he tried to pull up on him. B-Mickie saved the day with that. Last character was Detective Bryant, played by Steve Harris. If y'all know who Steve Harris is, um, he's dealing with the loss of his son last season, because he ended up committing suicide. Um, he got into an altercation where he ended up taking a gun and shooting one of the dudes that was trying to bully him or whatever, and he ends up going to jail. But he ends up hanging himself, committing suicide because he just couldn't deal with it or whatever, deal with the pressure of being in prison, knowing it's possible that he wouldn't be getting out or whatever, because they can't just say self defense when he clearly shot him, and the other young kid didn't really pose a threat. So Von Bryant is just like, look, man, my son is gone. I really ain't got nothing else to live for. I'm not married or nothing. I ain't got no more kids. I'm about to go back to what I was doing, and that's trying to in Terry and Meech reputation. I want him gone. If I got to get him killed, that's what I'm gonna do. But he wants them behind bars. So that's all. Was that 7 or 8 characters that's going on right now in season 4 of BMF? I just wanted to get on here and let y'all know what's going on. That, like I said, that's only 3 episodes. That I just covered. All that stuff just happened in 3 episodes. New episodes stream every Friday. Episode 4 will be tonight. With this being Friday, let me know what y'all think. What I'm gonna do is every 2 to 3 episodes, I'll jump back on here because that gives me a little bit more of information, and then I'll give y'all a rundown of what's going on. So if you made it this far, obviously you already seen episode 1 to 3. If not, ignore anything I said. Go watch the episode. In the comments, I would like y'all to let me know who y'all favorite character is this season so far. So far, my favorite character is probably B-Mickie, because it's a tough spot that he got the daughter that's ill, and he wants to do right by her, and he's willing not to take the easy way out. He wants to regain their trust and show him like he down for BMF and his brothers. So that's all I got for BMF season 4. Make sure y'all tune in every Friday for a new episode. We are currently on episode 4. I'm gonna check that out, and I'll tap back in with y'all on episode 5 or 6. And yeah, let me know who y'all favorite character is. What y'all thinking of the season so far? Do y'all think the rattlesnake bite and all that was bullshit? I've never read any of that, so if that did happen, okay, I understand. But with the coyote and all this stuff, it was so much other stuff I didn't say on here. But just check out the first 3 episodes. Let me know what y'all think about it, and tap back in with me. Like, share, subscribe to the Mechee from the Midwest podcast for your latest TV show update.